What's up guys, Higgsbo here bringing you today another video, and I am happy to announce that I am back. I've been MIA for quite some time because I have Comcast, and if you guys are anything like me, if you guys are going through anything like what I went through, you know that Comcast is a big pile of turd. And that being said, I haven't had very good internet for like the past 2 months. Ever since the hurricane touched here in Florida, I haven't had very good internet at all. I've been back and forth with them trying to get this resolved. Unfortunately, AT&T Fiber has nothing available for my area, which is normal. But it seems that everything has been fixed now, and I will be able to post more regularly from now on. So I spent almost 2 months without a perfect internet, and I wasn't able to upload. I wasn't even able to check my emails. I had to check them all through my phone. I wasn't even able to watch TV. But that being said, that's all in the past, and we're back in action. And today's video, we're gonna go ahead and address a few things. One of my most popular videos is called The Art of Stalking. That's pretty much one of my most popular videos, and has been one of the ones that has gotten the most amount of controversy as well. And the reason that is because a lot of people who watch these videos, there's people who take hunting very seriously, and unfortunately they do not know the difference between a game and real life hunting. Even though I come to say many times in that video that this is the way that people do it in real life, and and so on and so forth, I never said that that's the only way to do it. So we're gonna go ahead and go into details exactly on what it is that was said there and how I'm gonna answer that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a clip of all the comments that I've received for that specific video, and all the people's mindsets basically on what they think about my video. Alright guys, so this is pretty much my channel, and like I said, one of my most popular videos is The Art of Stalking, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about that one right now. I'm gonna show you guys, most of you have already seen this video. It's like one of the most popular videos I have. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of the, some people say very good tips, they help them out, and I greatly appreciate that. I even had DD33 tell me that it's very accurate info and whatnot. So that's all fine and dandy. The problem comes in when you get to see things like critiques, and I'm all about critiques. If I did something that I could possibly improve in the in the future, then that's awesome, that's great. The problem starts when people start to take it way too personal, and they basically think that this game is real life, that it's supposed to be a simulation. This is by far not a simulation. If anything, classic could be the closest thing to a simulation, but this game in particularly is not a simulation whatsoever. But I'm going to show you guys a specific comment. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk about this one right here. So he basically goes on saying, in real life you don't just sit your ass doing nothing, you wait, you stalk them, and basically saying you don't just sit your ass to wait for them, you stalk them and you track them. You suck. Okay. He got burnt. I mean, he got completely destroyed by you guys here, but I'm not going to go into details about that. What I'm going to go into details about is that you're right. You don't just sit around and you wait for them. You could also stalk them. So there's different ways of hunting. There's different ways that you could do hunting. You could stalk them. Spot and stalk is a great way of hunting. I've never been hunting, but I read a lot of hunting books, and I've seen a lot of hunting shows from real hunters. Cameron Haynes, Adam Greentree, Steven Ranella, all these all these great people that's their living. That's what they make their living off of. Okay, and you see them doing a variety of things. You see them doing tree stand hunting, which is basically a waiting game. Okay, you basically set up at a place before the deer get there where you know they're going to be there, and you just wait them out, which is pretty much exactly what he's talking about here. And I mean, at that point, you can also stalk them. You can track the deer, and you can see them, and you can spot and stalk them. But that doesn't mean that there's one way of doing it, and then there's only that way of doing it. You know, people hunt in many different ways, and whether you like to tree stand hunt, whether you like to spot and stalk, whether you like to do whatever it is, there's different ways of hunting. Now, when I made this video, I never said that this was the only way of doing it. This video was specifically only designed to give you tips and tricks that I have used personally in the game that have worked for me to bring you the most amount of success. Never did I say it that this is the only way to do it in real life. I compared it to real life because this is something that is done very often in real life hunting, whether it's from a tree stand or whether it's from the ground. Luring is another way of hunting as well. Baiting, a lot of people, you know, they look badly upon that, but baiting is another way of hunting. So there's many different ways. Now, the reason I'm addressing this is because there's a lot like this. There's a lot of there's a lot of comments like this. There's amazing amount of comments here thanking me for all the pretty much all the tips and tricks that I showed you guys, and I greatly appreciate that. Just some people just take it a little too serious, and I just wanted to address that. This video is not by any means designed to roast anybody. That's not what I'm trying to do. This is just to bring awareness that what we're playing here is a game. We're playing a game that it's supposed to try to captivate 1% of what it is to hunt in real life. It does not mean that it's a simulation. It does not mean that it's real life. Some people have gone as far as saying that the deer are not realistic, that, you know, that's not the way deer act. It's a game. At the end of the day, it's a game, and it's a leveling game. So if there's levels, then that means you need to be able to shoot things to level up. It's a leveling game. There's things that are easy, and then there's things that are hard. If you want to hunt hard deer, hunt mystical. Hunt hard level deer. Try to hunt those. If you don't want to hunt those, you don't have to. But just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on what it is that's happening with this video. And by no means am I trying to roast anybody. That's not what this video is. Like I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is give awareness that this specific video here is only meant to give you guys the best tips and tricks that I have personally used to be able to achieve what I have achieved in the game. And if I do make a reference to real life hunting, it's just that, a reference. It doesn't mean that that's the only way of doing it. There's even a guy who says that he went as far as saying that I need to be careful the kind of information that I'm giving out, because people are looking up to me for advice, and the information I'm giving is inaccurate, because that's not how it happens in real life. Well, this isn't real life video. This is a game for this is a video for the game The Hunter Call of the Wild. It doesn't say how to stalk deer in real life or anything like that. It says The Hunter Call of the Wild, which is a game. It's not real life, it's a game. Alright, enough with that little rant, guys. Hopefully everything is clear enough with that video. Hopefully my future comments feed is going to look a lot better, and people are not going to take this video that serious. At the end of the day, it's a game. But that being said, I'm going to give you guys some tips about the things that I have talked about in the previous video of the art of stalking, and some new things that I have found out throughout my gameplay since that video was created. Alright, the first point I want to make out is one of the ones that I emphasized the most in the previous video, is that the best, by far, at least for me, the best way to hide your silhouette to any animal, because you have different types of animals in this game. You have animals who have great vision, others have great hearing, and this is all in the actual dossier in the game, which you can find it. Um, you can actually find a dossier for each and every single one of these animals, and it will tell you what's their specialty. If they have great vision, if they have great hearing, if they have if they're very jumpy, if they're very attentive to their surroundings. All these things is going to tell you in the dossier. So reading the dossier is going to be a great way for you to know what you're hunting and how to approach them. And now I'm going to actually sneak up to this deer that um I've been stalking this deer for some time already, and it's right there. It's bedded down. It's bedded down. This is gonna be like the second time I ever see um a deer, a musk deer. This is actually close to me, and I'm gonna see if I could try to make this shot right. But I mean, I have to crouch down. Can't I can't do this any other way. I have to crouch down because if not, they're gonna hear me. I mean, I'm in the middle of just timber and brush, so my noise meter is actually very low right now. But if I go any faster, it's gonna spike up, and that spike can actually spook it. So I'm gonna see if I can take the shot from this tree right here. And let me see if I can even make it. Let me see if I'm even close enough. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, perfect. Freaking perfect. That was perfect hit. Let me see where the hell I shot it. Hopefully I shot it exactly where I was aiming. If not, this is gonna be extremely embarrassing. This is supposed to be a video about tips and tricks, and it's gonna really suck if I hit it in the incorrect place. It's not exactly the correct place, but it got the job done. Okay, spine, whatever is spine or lungs or heart, it's a good shot in my book. So pretty sure that we we nailed that one. And I just heard a pig back here, but I don't have any pig collar, so I'm not really gonna chase it down. Nah, I'm not gonna chase this pig down. I don't have anything to call this pig with, so, and it's nighttime, and I hate hunting in nighttime, so whatever. But yeah, got following that last kill that we just did, I want to go ahead and bring up the sound meter. I mean, the sound meter ever since Med Taiga came out, the sound meter has been extremely important to keep an eye out, because since the terrain in this biome or this reserve is so different, okay, it pretty much changes the whole game when it comes to hunting in this reserve, other as opposed to others. You make a lot more noise when you're going around, so you have to be very careful with the noise meter that you're creating, because if you look at the dossier, it actually tells you that uh, lynxes and reindeers have very sharp hearing, which are the two main animals in this reserve. So if you want to hunt them, you gotta be stealthy. You gotta put on your stealthy hat, and you gotta be stealthy, just like I'm doing right now. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys one final tip before I end this video, and that's gonna be with luring. And no, I do not mean luring with an actual collar. I mean luring with scents. My personal opinion, I don't think scents work the way that everybody thinks that they work with. So I personally don't use them. I try to, put it in there as something additional, but I personally don't use them because I do not believe that they work the way that we think they work. So that's exactly why I personally don't use those scents. I mean, the scent eliminator, from time to time I try to use it, try to see if I can get closer to something, but anything that has to do with scents, I just drop it as an additional means to maybe get a higher chance of luring in that deer, but I don't believe that they work the way we think that they work. That being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave that like, subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to click the notification bell to make sure you get all my notifications whenever I post. I will be posting more often now that my internet is working properly now. If you found any helpful tips in this video, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any tips that you want to give me, please do so in the comments below as well. And as always, this has been Higgsville. I'll see you guys next time.